Hello and welcome to another edition of Hanging Out with Werkstatt, and we are Werkstatt.
We sure are.
Yes, and today we are going to discuss a topic that we What are we going to discuss today, Mats?
We're going to talk about a topic that's it's basically a reflection we have made. It's not something that we have a solution to or anything, but we feel it's interesting to discuss. And it's concerning subtle details in tunes that make them work.
Yeah, or not. So you can have this song and then you just change something just very slightly, and then it's a completely different song.
It all falls apart.
It falls apart.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work for some reason.
We have an example of this. There was a pop group in the 80s called Freestyle here in Sweden, and they had a song called Vill ha dig.
Which means I want you.
And the song was really good. It was a really good 80s kind of synth music, synth pop production.
They sang in Swedish, and it was a great big hit.
Yeah, huge hit. And you would think that the song would work on an international level also because of this. But it didn't.
No, they recorded it in English,
Yeah.
even the same phrasing, but with English words. And for some reason, nothing happened.
It felt like the song didn't have any life left.
No.
I don't know why, but this is an interesting phenomenon, which happens to all of us, I think. We change some small component of a song and everything just comes crashing down.
Yeah, it reminds me of our song The Magic. We had this trance tune with a very dominant lead. And someone asked us to change the lead for a warmer sound.
Yeah.
I remember.
The record company said, could you just replace the lead with a slightly warmer?
Yeah. And we tried that, and what happened?
Yeah, I mean, we tried that. I think it basically boiled down to us adjusting the cutoff on the filter, so it became a little more warm. And all of a sudden, it had no rhythm.
No, you didn't feel it anymore.
No, it's really strange because all the other parts were untouched, basically.
And I think we ended up using the demo.
Yeah, they went back to the demo because we sent them like 8 versions because we felt this isn't really cutting it. So, but they got in touch with us and said, "Oh, we'll just stick with the demo then."
Yeah. Weird.
So, what is that about? I have a small theory that might be correct, but I'm not sure because I think the way the delay that we had on the sound, the delay effect, the bouncing effect for the lead, sounded different when the cutoff was low.
Yeah.
And when you raise the cutoff frequency, for some reason the delay made it messy or something. I don't know.
So don't be surprised if you just change some small things and you end up with a bad result or a completely different song.
Or the other way around. If you have a problem with making a song snappy or rhythmic or anything, just try changing some small parameter on a sound. Maybe that will do the whole difference.
Yeah. Because we're all aware of how you're just browsing sounds and suddenly one sound makes the difference.
Or if you adjust the sound and all of a sudden it sounds completely different.
Yeah.
I remember another tune that we made back in the day when we worked with soundtracks in Asia. We made this song called It's Up To You with a couple of Filipino vocalists.
Yes.
And the tune was great, and we just had to finish the production, but it didn't take off for some reason.
No.
And it wasn't like it was a complex production, it was just a couple of beats, a bass line and some pads, and the vocal. But I remember we made 21 versions of it, and we tried reference listening to other music, and we tried it in different speakers, and we tried it all sorts of ways to get it to take off.
And we got lost
in the process. Yeah. So, and we never made a. Actually, we could provide you with an example of this song, and you can be a judge yourself. I think we changed everything from the kick to the hi-hat and the snare and the bass sounds many times around.
So that initial feeling when we sat down and came up with the chords and the melody, that initial feeling that was really felt good, it got lost.
Yeah, it was lost
and we
completely.
ended up with not a bad song, but nothing special really.
No. I think we should give it a go once more, if we could find the vocals.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, if you would like to use vocals from a track for a remix, only for personal purposes, of course, you can't remix anything and publish it. There's this really cool service online called lalal.ai, LALAL.ai. It subtracts the vocal from any track. So check that out.